What is the quickest way to start a cleaning business? So in today's video, I'm going to take you through the 5 key things that you need to go through to get your business started as quickly as possible. One of the big things I see with new people thinking about starting a cleaning business is that they can spend many months deliberating on things like marketing strategy, building out websites, figuring out recruitment. And in this period of time, they're not earning revenue, they're not gaining momentum. And what I always tell them is it's much better to get the business up and running as quickly as possible, start making money, start getting momentum, and many of these other things they can start working on once the business is up and running. So don't deliberate on these small details, get your business started as quickly as possible and making money for you. So let's jump straight into it then. So first of all, we need to figure out what particular client type we want to go after. So in the cleaning industry, there are lots of different clients. We can go after office cleaning clients, or we can go after residential clients. We can go after people who are looking for cleaning after doing modeling work or move in, move out cleaning. What I always tend to recommend people who are looking to get started as quickly as possible is to focus on the residential cleaning market, and particularly those people that are looking for, say, weekly or bi-weekly service. Those types of clients are, in my experience, going to be the best clients to really build momentum and grow your business quickly. So first of all, focus on residential clients, and ideally those clients that are looking for this recurring service. The other thing to talk about is about payment, and payment is something else that people can get really tied up on, people paying late or people not paying at all. So with this model and in getting things up and running as quickly as possible, I would keep things super simple, and I would tell my clients at the beginning that it needs to be cash payments and that the cash needs to be there for the cleaners when they arrive. So if we clean a property and the client says we're going to go and get the cash from the bank, after you finish, that's not good enough. The cash needs to be there at the beginning of the job so that we're never in that position where we are chasing clients for owed money. So we talk with cash payment, all the things around card payment and online payments. That's something that is super important, and that's something that we do in our own cleaning business today, but that takes time to get set up. If we want to get started as quickly as possible, keep things simple, keep with cash payment. So point 2 is about pricing. So pricing is a big discussion point in this industry, because generally what I find is that cleaning companies, particularly startups, price their services too low. And very obvious reason for that is that obviously if we are charging low, we're probably going to be getting more clients. And when we are starting a business in the early stages, there aren't often lots of costs in the business. So even if you price your services low, you're probably still going to be making a bit of money, particularly if you're doing the cleaning yourself. The issue is that as you scale the business, as you grow the business, you will incur more costs. You'll have software costs, you'll have marketing costs, you'll maybe have an office manager that you need to pay for. Those costs need to come out from the clients that are paying for your services. So what might have worked in the early stages in terms of your pricing and generated you a decent level of profit won't generate you enough profit as you grow because of these additional costs that you're getting into the business. So we need to make sure that we're not pricing our services too low, and we want to make that a case right at the very start. So there's a couple of things that we need to do here. So I talk about on my other videos about pricing that we want to price services basically off 50% labor cost. So when you're starting out your cleaning business, maybe you as the business owner are doing the cleaning to begin with, or maybe you have some other people, some other cleaners that could do the work for you. But generally, the way that we want to price our services, we want to charge double what we would need to pay our cleaner to do that job for us. So let's say we had a residential property. We estimated it would take about 3 hours to clean the property. Well, let's say we pay our cleaners $20 an hour, or if we were to recruit someone in our area, it would be $20 an hour. So 3 hours at $20 an hour is $60. So what we would need to do we would need to double that number to get to the price to charge the client. So a double $60 would get to $120. So we would charge our clients $120, pay our cleaners $60, and that leaves us $60 as what's called the gross profit. And the gross profit, that amount of gross profit, gives us a decent amount of money left over after paying our cleaners to reinvest and grow our business. And this is critically important, because if we price too low, there isn't enough gross profit at the end of the day to reinvest and grow our business. So the things to do in terms of figuring out what the going rate for cleaners in your area are, if you are working with your own cleaners and you have a pay rate already set up with them, then you can simply double that rate. If you don't, then you should go to Indeed.com, which is the biggest recruitment website, and you can simply type in cleaning jobs in your location, and it will come up with all these cleaning companies in your area that are advertising for cleaning staff, and you'll be able to very clearly see what those people are paying or advertising for cleaning roles in your area. So you can take an average of that, take that as your typical cleaning pay rate, and then double that number to get to the price you want to charge the client. The other thing that you want to do is also call around your competitors. You obviously can do this anonymously. There'll be some cleaning companies where they'll insist on doing an in-home estimate. Obviously, don't worry about trying to arrange that. That'll be a waste of time, but there'll be lots of cleaning companies which maybe will have their own pricing on their website, or maybe you can call them up and they'll give you a price. And obviously, in exactly the same way as when you're looking at typical cleaner pay rates, you can take an average of what the rates are for cleaning companies who are charging, what prices they're charging their clients. And generally, you don't want to be too high, you don't want to be too low. Ideally, you want to be within that range, but most importantly, you want to make sure that you are at that 50% labor cost percentage or better, because you do need to generate enough profit at the end of the day to reinvest and grow your business. So point 2 is pricing. Don't shortcut this exercise. It is super important. Point 3 is whether we need a website or not. So to start a cleaning business as quickly as possible, I would say you don't need a website at all. And this is one of the things that many people delay on, and they spend many months going back and forth with website developers about how to design a website. They spend many thousands of dollars, and they still get to a point where they've not generated a single dollar of revenue. So don't be in that position. You can well set up and start a cleaning business without a website. All you really need is your cell number. You can print out some business cards if you really want to. You can put together a logo, but really all you need is, make up a name for your cleaning company, obviously your name and your cell number, and that is really all you really need to get started. So point 3 is, not needing a website. Don't delay setting up and building out a website and spending thousands of dollars. Far better to get the business up and running, generating money, and then if you decide that the cleaning business or this cleaning business is something you really want to pursue, then you can invest the time and money into building out a website. A website will be extremely important if you are running a business, a cleaning business, longer term, but at the beginning, that's not an expense that you need to outlay to begin with. Point 4 is marketing. So if you are going along with what I've said and you've not got a website, you've just got obviously a cell phone number, maybe some business cards, how do you get your name out there into the market? How do you get those clients to begin with? So there are 3 key areas or key channels that I would suggest. So arguably the best place to start are what I call the pay-per-lead websites. So the 2 most common ones in the country are Bark and Thumbtack. So what these websites do is that you as the cleaning business can sign up to Bark, and what Bark does is that it basically attracts people who are looking for cleaning services, and those people will say, I live in this zip code, I have this property, I'm looking for a weekly service. And what Bark does, or Bark or Thumbtack do, is then they then put that lead in front of other cleaning companies that have signed up to their website, and those cleaning companies can buy those leads. And when they buy the leads, effectively what they're doing is buying that potential client's contact details, their email address, and their phone number. So if I am running a cleaning business and I sign up to Bark, I can, as soon as I sign up, I can start to see the list of new potential clients that are coming in through the door. You can see, as I said, locations, you can see size of property, you can see frequency and clean required, and then you can decide, okay, this particular lead is really interesting. I'm gonna buy that lead, and obviously Bark will charge you a set number of dollars to purchase each lead. So Bark and Thumbtack are, I think, a really great place to start because they are genuinely pay-as-you-go services. So you don't need to sign up for a 12-month package. You don't need to sign up for an expensive monthly package. This is simply pay-as-you-go. So if you buy lots of leads, then that's fantastic. If you decide that you're really busy for a period, you don't need to pay anything and you're not getting charged. So I would suggest Bark and Thumbtack ahead of these other websites like Angie or Angie's List that try to lock you in for a longer period. You don't need to do that. That is an unnecessary financial burden, particularly when setting up and starting your own cleaning business. The pay-per-lead websites are great. They are not perfect. One of the downsides of this is that, that lead can be bought by other cleaning companies as well. So, you will end up competing with these other cleaning companies, and, many of them will be trying to undercut you with pricing. But it gets you in the market, and if you can get those clients on the phone, get them comfortable with what you do, 9 times out of 10, if you're giving them a decent price, a fair price as well, they'll give you a try. So that is a great place to start the pay-per-lead sites. You obviously need a bit of budget behind you to buy those leads at the beginning. The other side that you want to really leverage is friends and family. So this is probably pretty obvious, but I see so often that new business startups don't really leverage this enough. The biggest fans of your business, the biggest people pushing your success will be your friends and family. So if you ask them for help promoting your business, 9 times out of 10 they will do. So tell them, I'm starting a cleaning business. Tell them, if they've got any friends or family, please let them know. You can take a picture of your business card and they can forward that picture or that photo to all their friends on WhatsApp or on their social media. You can get your name out there. The other thing that is really worth doing to really try to accelerate this and incentivize that is that you can tell your friends that, if they use this particular coupon code, so let's say that your friend's name is Daniel, so tell Daniel, okay, if you use this coupon code, say Daniel20, and tell your friends and family if they use that Daniel20 code, they'll get $20 off their first cleaning. But your friend Daniel will also get a referral fee each time a new client signs up, so they'll get $20 as well. So the reason why this is great is that it really just accelerates this distribution of your friends and family. And if your friends are seeing that you're getting a bit of, they're getting a bit of money as well, they'll obviously hopefully be happy to promote you anyway, but if they're getting a bit of money as well, maybe they'll keep pushing and this will pick up further clients. But the reason why this is really great is that, unlike Bark and Thumbtack, you don't need to have the money up front. You can pay, say Daniel's referred one of their best friends to you and they've booked service and you've collected the money for that cleaning. Out of that money that you've generated, then you can pay Daniel that referral bonus. So you don't need to come up with the funds at the beginning to pay Daniel to begin with. You can wait until that client has paid their money and then use some of that money to pay them back. So friends and family are a great resource to tap into. Don't underestimate this. It's important to do this, really push this right at the beginning, but even, a few months down the line, get in touch with your friends, tell your friends, tell them, don't forget, we're running this referral scheme, you've got this referral bonus scheme, and they will probably give it another push as well. So don't underestimate the value and the power of your friends and family network. So point 5 is just talking about investment. Once we have got our business up and running, this is when we can start to invest the time and money in your business. So having a website is super important. It's super critical. It's your shop front. And ultimately, when your business grows, the first thing that, if friends and family are talking about your business and you're getting referrals, they'll go to your website and that will be the first point of call. So you do need a website, but it's at this point, once you start getting clients under your belt, And once you get revenue coming in, and hopefully you've made that decision that you want to really pursue and grow your cleaning business, it's at that point that you want to make that investment, because investing in a good quality website will be costly financially and in terms of your time. So you want to do that only once you've decided that you really want to give this thing a good push. So it's at that stage that you should get a website built out. There are lots of relatively low cost ways that you can build a website. There are lots of website templates that you can find out there for $500 or less. If you're looking for something a bit more bespoke, then obviously you can work with a website designer and a website developer, but that's going to push up the cost up to $1,000 and into the thousands. You can really spend as much as you want on these bespoke sites. But I would suggest, the website templates are a great place to look. If you type that into Google, you'll see lots of website templates out there. You can type in cleaning business website templates and you can pick these up for a few $100s, and you can change them. You can change the text, you can change out the images, all those types of things. But really you're buying a layout of a website, and hopefully it will look good both on desktop as well as mobile. So that is really a great place to start. But yes, just to reiterate the point, build the web, build your business, get money coming in, then invest in that website builder to begin with. Once you have that, you'll hopefully have Bark and Thumbtack running, and then you can also make a further investment in your marketing and advertising, plowing in any money that you've generated back into the business to really get it running. And that will be where I would suggest you want to have a look at marketing on Google, and particularly Google Local Service Ads, or Google LSA for short, and Google Ads. That is really where I think you will get the best returns for the money that you put in. So I hope you found this video helpful. In this next video, what I'm going to take you through is how to build and set up a successful remote cleaning business. So this is really building on some of the foundations that I've talked about in this video today, but going much more into depth on the marketing recruitment side. And this is really how you will take your business from where it is today up to, say, $10,000 a month and $20,000 a month. So this will give you the next level of detail you need to take your business to the next stage. So I hope you found today's video helpful, and I'll see you on the next one.